Right, so we're playing a game in the T67 on Widepark. This was my last game while trying to 3-mark this thing. It's a really fun tank destroyer. Probably one of the best tanks tier for tier in this game. And it's just been a real blast to play. What I'm trying to teach you with this video is how to play the north side on Widepark. This map used to be in the game, but when they switched to HD at the start of this year, it was taken out. So if you've only really started playing this year, then you may not have ever played on this map before. So I'm just trying to teach you, how to do that effectively from this side. So the first thing I do is I come up to this little spot in D3, and as you notice, this railway embankment is sort of shaped like a wide U or a C. So if I poke over here, I'm now going to get shots on everyone in this little under this ridgeline, and you'll see there's the Skoda. So I try and take a shot at him, but it only tracks him. That's just this gun's handling. And this tank does have a blistering rate of fire. So yeah, one thing to be careful about is when you poke this ridgeline, you have to watch out for something like this OI here, or the T34, or the KV85, or the M4, and the artillery as well, because you are very exposed. So you'll see when I'm poking the minimal amount possible to avoid getting shot by any of the enemy team. Just putting shots into this G1R, there's nothing he can do about it apart from get out of this dip, and he's too slow. So it's just working over everyone who's in this dip, because the north side of this map is OP. Attract the Skoda. Crusade is just putting shots into him, everyone's putting shots into him. I finish him off. But, okay, so if you just saw, the Crusader got hit by the artillery, he's been tracked, he's been shot to shit. It's because he's sat on top of the tracks rather than playing the poking game, and just kind of going up and down, up and down, up and down. Which is dumb, because this guy gets, I think it's 8 to 10 degrees with this top tier arrangement, and if he fits the lower tiered turret, he gets 12 degrees. So he'd be very capable of doing what I'm doing. So that's the difference, really. Kill the 25 TP, I then back off again, and start to poke, and that guy rams me out the way, so I back off and he gets shot, and I'm like, well, thanks for taking the hit, mate. Really kind of you. So yeah, it's just kind of, once you reach this stage and this dip is cleared out, or is being cleared out, enemy tanks love to camp on this back hill over here. It's always full of tanks and tank destroyers and maybe even artillery. So I'm trying to put a shot into the Stug 4 over there, but I think I missed 3 times. So that's unfortunate. Trying to shoot the SC100Y, again miss. Put a couple of shots into the P43. I do load premium because having played that thing before, it actually has pretty decent side armor, and he was angled quite effectively against me, so I wanted to make sure I could go through his frontal plate. Sneaky little shot there, and there's the Stug 4, so I finally get my revenge on him. Didn't really mean to be firing premium, so I switched back to the AP, and as soon as I do, this Panzer IV comes out, which makes my life a lot easier. And he's sort of poking in and out of my range of fire, so it's difficult to get a shot off at him. So while I'm doing this, I'm also keeping an eye on this OI and T34 fight. They seem to be doing alright. The OI is still full health, but we do have a KV2, so I'm pretty confident about that fight. I'm not worried at all. Put a couple of blind shots into just that area there. I'm spotted, so I immediately back off. You notice I'm already running quite low on shells. This thing, with the setup I have, shoots every 2.6 seconds with 150 in alpha. So it's really the DPM king. And I'm going to waste quite a few of my precious shells here trying to kill this KV-1. So finally managed to get a damaging shot there, and then that's a nope, and that was a blind shot which I don't think hit. I see the Panzer IV. Too slow. I finally spot the KV-1S again, or KV-1 again, and I've got the premium loaded so it goes straight through. Of course I've run out of AP, so I had to use the premium there, but it did help anyway. 7 shots left, and there's 5 enemy tanks, so I know I'm not gonna... I know that I'm gonna run out of ammo before everyone on the enemy team dies. We are capping, so that's probably the way we'll win. The Panzer IV comes out, easy, just put a couple of shots into him. There's 2, and I don't manage to get the last one in, but that's okay. So I'm... the reason I'm able to hang around in this location is because there's so many buildings that block the TDs that sit up here that this actually is quite safe once the rest of the map is cleared out. Though you do still have to watch out for artillery. So I'm also hanging around there in cover to wait for my camouflage to come back up. I get spotted. I'm trying to find a shot under the tracks, but I can't do it. So instead I just push on. I see the Su-85, so I try to finish up to him and shoot the wall. That's the gun handling on this thing. Also note the terrible turret traverse. It's so slow. So I've got 4 shots left, so I just put a shot into this Su-85, put another one in, and you know, you can see from this little mod I have that I've already reached the 3rd mark. But if I wanted to damage maximize even more, I could probably put a shot into the M44. Because, I mean, we're going to win. There's no chance my team can throw this game, so it doesn't matter if I die. But, I don't know, I decided to continue shooting at the Su-85. And now I've just got to desperately run away from the M44. And we cap out, and that's the game. So, just under 5 minutes, we swept through, our team swept through here, and then we slowly worked our way towards this hill. By dominating this ridgeline, which the North team has a much easier time of doing, this map can be, it's an almost guaranteed win for the North team most times. So try and exploit that whenever you're on this map on the north side. I'll see if I can get a replay up of me playing on the south side and winning, to try and demonstrate what I do there. But that's the game. It's 2.4k damage, 900 assistance damage, 5 kills. Ran out of ammo, which is disappointing, but oh well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.